Nick, how did you first get involved in this project?
I first got involved with this project when Ryan, the writer, sent me the script, Reach, which is the original title. I was just coming out of grad school, and he said that he thought I might be right for the role. And I read the script, and it was just wonderful. I mean, as an actor, you spend a lot of time reading and working on new scripts, and you don't connect to them a lot of times. You do them because they're there. But this character just spoke to me, the thing that these two people were going through and how they found solace within each other and kind of conquered the grief, but still were so human and normal. Like, they weren't perfect, and even in the end it wasn't perfect, and that's kind of how I became involved with it. And then as it went forward, and they auditioned for it, I auditioned for the project with Ryan and went back and forth, and eventually started talking about, would you be willing to make this into a film? I visualized it, I read it, and was like, this could be a really cool movie, and something you don't see a lot of nowadays, even within independent filmmaking, these kinds of stories. And so one thing led to another. After the production had ended, we kept talking. I had worked with the director on a couple other projects and brought him involved, and I just developed this really good team, and I thought this could be a story we could tell, and it'd really be wonderfully done.
What role are you playing in Reverie Lane?
In Reverie Lane, I'm playing the role of Jordan, who is an ex of Lindsay's, the main female lead, and he comes back to New Orleans about a year after Katrina to check on her. Her family actually sends him down, but he's also dealing with his own demons and his own past and his own relationship with her, which never really gets resolved. There's a lot of unresolved issues between these two people. So I play this man who's coming back to not only check on someone he cares about, but kind of see if he can fix his own life and maybe hers at the same time, or find answers in the past. It's someone who's searching for those type of things.
As a producer, why do you think this film is important?
As a producer and as an artist and as someone who just loves films, it's a story we don't get to see a lot. It tells the story of how people can pull apart and ultimately come back together, and not in a perfect way. And I think it's good to see that. I think as moviegoers and as audiences, we see these pictures that are painted of, like, the perfect relationships or how they kind of fall apart. But I think it's important to watch two real people, and then also I think it's important to kind of shed a light on what natural disasters and what different tragic events, how they affect people, and you see a lot of those stories on larger scopes, and this kind of brings it in. So as a producer, I just want it. It's a great story. It's a great story about life and love and how it is perfect and imperfect in the same way, and you don't get to see that a lot, and so I wanted to bring that and give that story to audience members.
Why do you think people should donate to Reverie Lane?
Why should people donate to Reverie Lane? I think people should donate because it does cost a lot to make a film. There's actors and there's food and there's all these little things that you never think about on the production side. And also, I think people should donate because this is a story that needs to be told, and needs to be told not only because I think we should tell good stories, but because these kind of events touch all of us in different ways. I mean, even me as a New Yorker going through, the Hurricane Sandy and losing somebody that I knew, and even more having someone I knew very well lose somebody, and watch how their life is affected, and how their lives have continued to be affected now a year after this event has happened. And it takes money to tell those stories. And also, as young artists, as young filmmakers, as young writers, the only way you get these opportunities, the only way you get to tell these kind of stories is if you kind of embark on your own and do it. And the only way to do that is if people support you with money.
Just do like a last words.
Okay. I think especially for me, as some of you know, like, we're filming this movie in my hometown, and I grew up right on the Mississippi River, which is close to New Orleans. And even though we don't suffer hurricanes, there is flooding, and so I think as I grew up, I saw the effects of how natural disasters can affect people, and I think it's very cool and a very special thing to bring this project to the Quad Cities, to where I grew up with a great cast and crew from New York, and also casting people out of Chicago and casting people locally. And it's something that I don't think is done a lot, and it's something that I think is really, really special, both for me personally and for me as an artist. And I think if you find this cool, if you like this, then definitely come check out our Facebook page, like it, like the film, follow the updates, help donate to the Kickstarter.